Hello guys, I'm waiting for you to join in. As soon as you do, we're gonna start our video today. It's a very important video, and I would like everybody who gonna come back to be able to understand what we were talking about. So on our today's video, I'm gonna try to avoid questions, and then we can do questions tomorrow. We can do a Q&A tomorrow after this video, or we can do a Q&A for this video tomorrow. Okay, so just allow me to go straight to what I'm supposed to discuss on this video, because it's a very important information and I would want people to understand. So please, just if you can hear me, just comment yes below the comment section, and then we can just dash in. Whoever gonna come later on, they're gonna have to go back to the video and listen. This is a very important video, guys. So share it with people so that they can get to hear this information. I was to talk about employment-based green card. Employment-based green card. That is the theme of our today's video. So pay enough attention, and any question that you have, write it down, and then tomorrow you can ask me on our Q&A for today's video. So employment-based green card, it's also a lawful permanent resident green card, and it's a way for certain foreign nationalities or nationals to become lawfully permanent or lawful permanent resident in the United States. The process is multi-step and can be complicated sometimes because of other things that, or other factors that contribute to you being approved for one. So this process is overseen by the Department of Labor, because you are coming here with a employment-based green card. So it's gonna be overseen by the Department of Labor. So it has 3 steps. This process has 3 steps. It has the labor certification, which is supposed to be certified by a labor employer from USA. You have to be approved or overseen by a labor employer who is in USA. So note that better. So employer must get approved by the Labor Department of America in order for them to bring you through them, or they have to be certified that they are able to do that. So it is not just any other person or a company that can do it, but it is done by a company that has been certified. Okay. There is what we call the DOL. That is a process that the company has to go through the Labor Department in order for them to be approved to be bringing people through labor. And one thing they have to prove is that they have already searched the market, the American market, and they were not able to find laborers, and that is why they are going outside the US to get laborers outside of the American market. Got that? Okay. So the employer, who is now the company that is bringing you to America, I'm trying to break this down the simplest way I know. The employer is the one who files an immigrant petition for you. It is not you. You find an employer in America or a company in America, and then they gonna file a petition for you on your behalf. Of the that is you, the beneficiary. You are the beneficiary. There is the employer. Now the employer will file a petition for the beneficiary, who is you, through the USCIS, which is the Department for Immigration. Okay, and the form that is used for this filing is called Form I-140. So employment-based EB categories of visas. There is the second preferences, which is EB2. This is for aliens who are members of the professions with a degree or have exceptional ability. If you have a degree or if you have exceptional ability, you can qualify for a green card through EB2. Through EB2. If you have a degree or you have exceptional abilities, for example, there are people who go beyond. They perform beyond. Those people can qualify to be Americans through green card, through EB visa, okay? There is also the third preferences, which is the EB3, and this is for skilled workers. skilled workers, professionals, or any other worker. There is also the employment first preference, which is the E1, priority workers and personnel of extraordinary performances. Okay, so the next thing, what are the qualifications or the eligibility that you must meet in order to apply for this green card? You must have physically lived in the United States for at least 3 years since you received the U visa. Once the employer files petition for you, you cannot go back home. You have to stay in America for 3 years. You have to be here for 3 years after the employer brings you in. Remember, you are not the one who is going to be applying for the visa. It is the employer who will be applying for the visa and once you get here, you have to remain here. You have to remain here or have lived here for 3 years without violating the status. And 3 years means you cannot be outside of America for 6 months. You have to be, if you go to visit, you have to go like 3 months, then come back like within 3 months. You must not leave the United States from the time they applied for a green card until USCIS has approved or denied their application. So once they apply, there is the processing time. They will say if they gave you they approved the green card or they denied it. So here is the thing. Disregard what I said earlier. You are not supposed to leave up until they approve or deny you the visa, the green card. So they must not have refused to help investigate or prosecute certain crimes from the time they will receive the U visa until USCIS approves or denies their green card application. So there are things that are done whenever you are going through the system of America. When they are adopting you to become American, sometimes they will investigate some criminal activities that you might have done. So you have to cooperate if there is one and answer all the questions that are needed. Note better, the beneficiary, children, parents, siblings, and spouse will also be eligible to apply for their own green cards as long as both relatives and beneficiaries satisfy all the requirements. You can also use, if you qualify and you come to America through this work visa, employment-based green card, you will also be able to file for your siblings. For example, I am here in America, I'm American, I came through green card. I can be able to file for my siblings, but they will have to wait up until 10 years for their case to be approved. I can apply for my parents, I can petition for them, and that can take maybe 1 year for them to go through. So that it is the same case with this one. The green card that you're gonna get when you come here with an employment-based green card, it will be valid for 10 years, which is so good. So, who pays for the green card? Who gonna pay for this process? According to the federal regulations, the employer is responsible for all fees associated with your permanent employment certification process, known as PERM. So, however, the employer might make an agreement with you for you to pay some attorney fees, because this gonna involve an attorney for you to be petitioned for this or for the whole of this filing. So the employer might make an agreement with you that you're gonna pay for the process because you are the beneficiary anyway, but it's supposed to be the employer, unless the attorney who is representing the case is gonna be representing both you and the employer. Okay, what are the filing fees from within USA? And I said within USA they're gonna be using Form I-140, and the filing fee is $715. That is supposed to be paid by the employer, but I told you the employer might make you to pay it because it is your, according to how you're going to agree with the employer. There is also the immigration fee for $235. There is the biometrics that goes for $85. And all applicants aged 14 to 79 have to pay. So, if the employer is filing this for you while you are outside of America, these are the fees that you're going to pay. From I-140, filing fee is $715. From DS-260 green card application, that is for $345. There is Form I-864, affidavit of support. Filing fee is 120, and there is biometric $85. That is from age 14 to 79. Now, how do you apply? How are you gonna apply this? Or how can you do this? There are 4 basic steps, and you must be a full-time worker in order to be able to file a work-based green card. First of all, the company that is gonna be employing you here, it has to be PERM approved or PERM certified. So you have to have the form I-140. Why do you find this form I-140? This is found on USCIS, that is the Immigration Department of America. That is where you get it. Then you have to be able to attend and follow up appointments and preparing and submitting the green card application. So, beneficiaries, wait. No. Let's talk about the people who can qualify through advanced degree. If you have an advanced degree, you can qualify for green card visa. I mean green card, permanent lawful residence in America through green card. So if you have an advanced degree, what do I mean by that? Official record, or what would you need to show that you have an advanced degree? And what is an advanced degree? We have people who graduate university. That is just a regular degree, if we can say. But there are people who go further into their education, and they learn more and more, and they become more academically advanced. That is what we mean. So you have to show an official record from an academic institution showing they have advanced degree or equivalent of that. And if you are a beneficiary or of advanced degree, you have to have a resume, a copy of biographic page of passport, copies of diplomas, degrees, and transcripts. Also, you have to show that you have had work experience, and you can get work experience letters from your companies that have hired you in your home country. You also have to have a birth certificate and US employer's tax return. That is for those people who are already in America, but for the rest of the people, you can show the work experience, and also you can get letters from companies that have hired you before, and a resume will also help, and an official academic record showing that you have a bachelor's degree with letters from employers showing 5 years or relevant. So note this better. You have to have a 5 years experience or a relevant post-bachelor's work experience, okay? So exceptional ability green card based category is the people who have ability or extraordinary, that is arts, business, sciences, an official record showing that the applicant has obtained a degree or certificate in the relevant field. So when we talk of art, ask yourself, what are the art field? What is art? And that is music. You might be a music. You might be an athlete. Athlete is a separate. It is not in arts. So anything that is called art. If you have any gift, like let's say you are a gymnast, let's say you are any other thing that is categorized as art. So you will require an official record showing that you have obtained a degree or a certificate in the relevant field. A membership at a related or professional association or a club. If you know you participate in arts, you need to register yourself with a club so that that club can write you a letter to show that you've been a member of that club of art or science or even business. So, official acknowledgement from related organizations or colleagues of to testify that applicants contributed to the field. So, you also have to prove that applicant received you received payment for services related to the expertise. Or whatever you are doing, you would even get paid because you are so good at it. Letters proving that the applicant has worked full-time for at least 10 years in their given profession. profession. So this is not something that you have done for 2 years. This is not something that requires 5 years experience. It is clearly 10 years of doing the same thing. Okay. There is something we call, you can apply for a green card, not through any employer, not through any company, not through anything, but directly, you directly from wherever you are in your mother country. And listen to this clearly, from wherever you are from your mother country directly to USCIS, which is the US Department of Immigration. How is this possible? This is possible because there's something we call national interest waiver. You can be waived to come here as an employee. You can be waived to come here as an exceptional person holding some extraordinary interest. And this category of national interest waiver, you have to show an evidence that your proposed occupation is of great merit and worth to the United States. What does that tell you? You have to show that the profession that is bringing you here, or the profession that you are holding at the moment, whatever you are doing at the moment, is of great benefit to America. If they see that if you come here, you're going to benefit the country, then they're going to let you come here without going through any employer, but directly to the website of immigration. And you can go there and file Form I-140 and try your luck there. You have also to be well equipped to carry out proposed project. It is also in the national interest to waive labor certification requirement if you show evidence that indeed whatever is bringing you here, it is not more of you but more of the American interest. So evidence does vary depending with the situation, but you can gather documentation that proves the national importance of your skills and occupation. There are so many people who can qualify through this, and I'm gonna give examples. There are people who do marathon. There are people who knows how to run. There are people who play soccer. There are people who plays other games. There are people who do gymnastics and they are so good. And they are just in the village not knowing how they can develop or advance their gift. You can bring that here, because if you come here and you are a gymnast, you will be competing for the American trophy. So that is an American interest, not yours. Not yours first, but the country's first. People who are so much gifted in other things like acrobatic things and all that, they can be able to qualify through this. And mind you, you don't have to know anyone to do this. All you need to know is to go to the US website, which is USCIS, and create you're gonna create an account with them, and then you're gonna apply through them. So I have some other EB2 eligibility. So EB2 visa eligibility, that is a green card. To successfully obtain EB2 visa, you must meet the criteria whereby you are required to be sponsored by an employer. So for EB2, you're still gonna go through an employer who will need to apply to obtain a certification from the national waiver, from the national interest waiver. Okay, so as long as they have that, they can be able to get you to come and work under them for 3 years before you get your green card. So the 3 categories of EB2 visa applicant might fall under advanced degree, exceptional ability, and national interest, which I just explained that for you to have you have to go through the advanced degree, you have to have advanced degree or foreign equal bachelor's degree, all 5 years of progressive work experience. All right, let me repeat that. For you to go through advanced degree green card, you have to have advanced degree, all foreign equal bachelor's degree, and 5 years of progressive work experience. For you to be able to go exceptional ability, you must be able to prove that you have an expertise significantly above normal or ordinary encountered in sciences, arts, and businesses. Okay? So, for national interest, when applying for national interest waiver, you must submit your own petition without a sponsor. Let me repeat that. This is the only green card that you can take yourself directly to USCIS without having to rely with a sponsor. All right? So the green card is called a national interest. And when you are applying for this, it is called applying for national interest waiver. The applicant must submit their own petition without a sponsor and without labor certification. You don't need anybody. So to do this, the applicant must be able to demonstrate these following key things. You have to have an advanced degree or exceptional ability. Waiving the labor certification would, on balance, be beneficial to the United States. You have to prove that. The proposal is of substantial merit and national importance. You have to prove that your skills are of substantial merit and national importance. The applicant must be well positioned to execute their proposal. That is EB2 category eligibility for a green card. It is in 3 categories: advanced degree, exceptional ability, and national interest. And I just explained very, very clearly, and I just hope that you got every bit of it. I did not want to go through the questions today. I would want to leave this video at that, so that people who will come later will come and be able to follow through word by word, because it's a complicated and also a very easy video if you can pay attention and listen, not just hear. All right, like the video before you leave, guys. And that was all for today's video. I do not wish to continue. I will continue tomorrow. Please write down your questions. We're going to come back tomorrow and ask all the questions that you would want to ask me. If you would want to know if your job does qualify, come with those questions. We're going to go through and we will ask right here. We're going to have a laptop. We're going to check if they can qualify or not. And then we can move from there. Remember, the website to file all this is USCIS, or the Department of Immigration in America. Okay, so yeah, that was it, guys. Thank you so much for joining in, and see ya.